Let's do it this way. Yeah, finally it's working. God, it took me a bit to get this thing working today. There we go. But for those who see this afterward, hope you guys are doing well. If you're wondering why you saw a couple, well, it seems like he's starting again. Took a bit for it to get working, but like I said, finally it's starting to work. So sorry about that pain in the buttness. But yeah, glad that it finally works now. So um, okay. Hey Altrito, hope you're doing well. How's everything going? God, it wasn't working at first because YouTube was being stupid, and now it's working. So thank you, YouTube, for that. Hey Manny, hey Broad Stipe, um, hey Fadi. Not the museum cartoon. I mean, I don't really care either way, so it doesn't matter to me, honestly. I hate everyone in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well today. And YouTube just being stupid. And then that stupid thing where I'm still trying to do where it does this verify it's you to continue your session, complete a brief verification. And I'm trying to do that and then it doesn't want to work right, so then I have to keep trying to do it and just a whole big pain in the ass. Mr. A Fitzwords, hey, I'm doing all right, could be better. Uh, Silent Hill Downpour, to be honest, I haven't played that game in so long. I don't have a lot of fresh memories on that game. So, um, yeah, I don't have a lot of fresh memories on that. I hate that I'm not using StreamYard, I'm using the YouTube thing, and I hate that it doesn't keep the chat up. I don't understand why YouTube does that, that it does not keep the damn chat up. I don't, like I said, I don't understand that at all. Silent Hill 4 The Room, the first half is interesting. I don't care for the second half, which is like a big old escort mission. I'm not really a fan of that, to be honest. I like a lot of aspects though, and the initial premise and idea. And like I said, I think the first half is better than the second half. Idea when it becomes one big old escort mission, that's where it loses some of the fun of it. But overall, I guess I would say I don't mind Silent Hill 4 The Room. Hey, Damien, I'm doing all right, I guess. Thank you for the kind words. Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, I don't really remember them, so I don't really have any much opinions on them, Manny. Yeah, I don't really have much opinions on, because I don't remember much of Resident Evil Revelations 1 or 2. I never played 2, actually. I know the first one I did, and I don't remember a whole lot about them. Hey, Richard, hope you're doing okay. I'm doing all right, I guess, other than YouTube being a pain today, so it took me a bit to get this going. Hey there, Jedi. Hey there, Monaval. Okay, if you're wondering also what I'm doing, I'm trying to put this on slow mode so that this make it easier for me to read. Yeah, YouTube's always fixing stuff, but then nothing's ever fixed, so I never understood their BS either. Hey, Dark Metal Spider, I'm going to try to have your review up sometime tomorrow, so thank you, Dark Metal Spider. Hey, Samuel. Yeah, the layout YouTube in 2008 was much better. I definitely agree with that. And yeah, I put on slow mode because it just makes it easier for me to see the questions. So I apologize for that. But again, just like I said, it just makes it easier for me to see the questions and such. But um, thank you, Darth Goldust. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Kind of you to say that. Eternals is worse than Dune, but I'm still not a fan of either one. Okay, there you go. No problem, Darth Metal. Again, the review will be up sometime tomorrow. Any plans to do a Silent Hill 2 playthrough? No. No one's requested it. I'm very, very busy with other paid requests and actual paid requests. And no one watches the video game stuff anyway, so unless it's a bid pay request, nah, not anytime soon. Hello there, Kane. I don't care about Terrifier 2. And I have no interest in seeing a 2.5 hour movie like that. I'm sorry. Have zero interest. Did not even like the first one. Everything I've heard sounds unappealing to me. Sorry, I don't have the time or the patience to go watch a 2.5 hour slasher film. Do not care. Top favorite action movies of the 90s? Hard Target would be one. Broken Arrow would be one. Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, all sorts of stuff. Hello there, True Fire Pink Guy. Hello there, everyone. Marco Anzio, hello there. Eminem, I don't mind Eminem. I don't mind some of his songs. Yeah, I don't mind Eminem. What do you mean, Kane? For you mean in the future? I mean, there's only 2 months left in 2022, so I don't know what you mean. You mean is there a movie that comes out next month or two? Dark Metal Spider, no, the commentary can be first time viewing or what have you. I don't care about Avatar 2 because I thought the first one sucked. And I don't need to see a 3.5 hour sequel to a film I thought sucked. Yeah, AB James, because Avatar 1 sucked. And Titanic sucked. If I didn't like the first Avatar, why do I care about the second one? First Avatar was bullshit. Shitty characters, shitty action scenes, overrated 3D. Well, Kane, I've reviewed a lot of films in 2022 I've enjoyed. The Batman, Rescue Rangers, Bullet Train, Day Shift, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, The Black Phone. No, AB James, I don't care about any of that. I thought Avatar 1 sucked. It was just a lame version of The Last Samurai or Dancing with Wolves or Ferngully. It was boring. It wasn't that exciting. It was overlong, and the characters were not interesting. The villain was over the top. Had some pretty visuals for the time. That's it. I'm sorry, the damn device is called unobtainium. And you had, Giovanni Ribisi doing "It's just a bunch of trees." I'm not a fan of Avatar. I don't need to like the Avatar. It was boring as hell, overlong. Give a fuck about Avatar. Didn't give a fuck about the lead character. Really did not. No, slow mode is a feature all along. Pretty much people like have to wait for like another 35 seconds to put another comment down. I never use it, but I figure it'd be best to use it to make it easier to actually read the chat. I don't care about Creed features. I didn't like the first two Creeds. So why would I watch Creed 3 if I didn't like Creed 1 or 2? Do I like the first Pacific Rim? No. Don't care about them. Like I said, I haven't used slow mode much, but I want to start using it in the future. Hello there, Kyle Christmer. Favorite storm from Big Trouble in Little China? I don't have a favorite. I just like all three of them. Favorite John Wick action scene? Again, don't really have a favorite. I like a lot of them. I think Matrix is fine being rated R because all the gunplay and stuff. Well, Monteval, you don't have to get it. I still think Avatar sucks. It's boring. The characters suck. The lead character is boring. JCVD fans, someone else already sent me that article a day before, so someone already beat you to it, but thanks. Thank you, Agent Azure. Glad you enjoyed it. Hey there, Josh. Favorite Jeff Dunham show? I don't really have a favorite. Favorite Bruce Campbell movie outside of Evil Dead trilogy? Moontrap. Worst one? Um, I don't know. I'd have to see a list. South Park doesn't know Clerks 3 exists, like most people didn't. When I reviewed that film, half the comments were, "This film exists?" No, Equilibrium didn't seem like a soft R. He's shooting people in the head. I like all three John Wick films. Well, fuck Kevin Smith. He can eat a bowl of dicks. Well, True Art Fire Pink Eye, I choose neither because I don't like Lord of the Rings either. Don't like Lord of the Rings, don't like Avatar. No, I did not watch Sinisters 2. Thank you, critical reviews. Thank you for the kind words. Only God Forgives is an awful movie with a completely misleading trailer. Yeah, someone requested Barbarian. I just recorded the review last night. Planet 51 or Escape from Planet Earth. Honestly, I thought those were the same movie, so I don't know the difference. Favorite Jeff Daniels film, Arachnophobia. The worst Bruce Campbell film. God, I have to think about that. Thank you, it's Jerry. I mean, I don't know if I have one season better than the other, but I've been surprised how I've enjoyed more South Park than I have. Never been to an IMAX theater. They don't have those around here. No, I haven't seen The Hobbit. American Psycho, I agree. That is a good movie. Classic. I agree. I like American Psycho. Why don't I like The Pest? Why should I like The Pest? That's the better question. Give me 3 reasons why I should like The Pest. Hey there, Miguel. Where do I live? On the moon. Norman the North, Alpha Omega. Norman the North is way worse. Got Rob Schneider starring. Thank you, Eric. I have one Uncharted game. I think it's the second one. I haven't played in a while though. Hey there, Johnny. Just one of the guys. I don't think I've seen it. The Pest is a film starring John Leguizamo, where he's very, very annoying type of comedy. John Carpenter's my favorite director. Jedi'Zilla, that's fine. You don't have to be sorry. The Marlon Wayne's Halloween movie, don't know what that is. Hey there, Tim. I'm not a fan of the Crying Game. Hey, Frothizzle Reviews. Hope you're doing well. New God of War games PS4? No. I'm fine with the first two on PlayStation 2. Never saw Dragon Slayer. Practical Magic. I just remember that being very forgettable. Hey there, DJ. Well, to rank all 13, that would take like 10 minutes to do. So I'll say Halloween 2 from 1981 is my favorite. No, I rarely on Twitter. Don't care about Twitter. I'm more a Facebook guy. The Crow or the Batman? The Batman. Favorite Harry Potter character? I don't have a favorite. Favorite Christmas horror film? I'd have to see a list. Favorite Chucky film? Uh, maybe the second film, maybe the first film. I'm not sure. Are you a Family Guy fan? No. Prisoners, I'm not a fan of. I prefer Sicario and Blade Runner 2049. Well, thank you, Danielson is back. I mean, I'm on the YouTube stream, so it can't let me click on it to highlight it, but he has a $2 super chat saying Ghostface or Fisherman. Definitely Ghostface. Just Fisherman just looks like someone got drunk and left without taking off their work clothes. Or he's a guy ready to sell me fish sticks. So I was easily say Ghostface. Gone Girl or I Care a Lot, didn't see Gone Girl. Heart of the Cars, I did get your request. I'll try to get that whatever I can. I did see it, but I have a bunch of reviews that I didn't get to before, and I have about 10, 12 videos to get to before yours, but I will do it, I promise. Thank you, Heart of the Cards. I've seen The Northman. I wasn't a fan of it. I reviewed The Northman. Trailers for The Fablemans of Babylon, didn't see them. Looper with Bruce Willis, I didn't mind. Do I find Barbarian to be overrated? Yes. The X-Men? Yeah, I reviewed the X. Wasn't a fan. Congo or Man's Best Friend? Congo. No, I'm not a fan of The Northman. That was really boring and laughable, to be honest. Who's hotter, Batgirl or Wonder Woman? Depends who takes their clothes off the most. Well, Dan Adrian also loved The Shawshank Redemption, Goodfellas, 127 Hours, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Jackass Forever, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Take your pick. Those are my two favorite genres, so I talk about them the most, just like people talk about their favorite genres. I bet you have a favorite genre that you talk about more. But give me a year, I'll name a bunch of movies, and they're not all action and horror. I like Goodfellas, I like Casino. I don't know what 5 mafia films, but Goodfellas, Casino are up there. Worst Blumhouse or A24 film? I don't even know. There's too many to choose from. Critters 1 or 2. Critters 2 is actually my favorite. Oh, if they do, Danielson is back. Another $2 super chat. Who is hotter, Nev Campbell or Jennifer Love Hewitt? I would go with Nev Campbell. Jennifer Love Hewitt just seems like someone I shouldn't trust. But yeah, I'd go with Nev Campbell. Definitely. She just seems like a very more sweet lady. Switched with Denise Richards, never heard of it. Last Night in Soho, I reviewed the film. I believe I did. Has some interesting aspects. Is very disappointing though, especially the second half. Johnny Jerry, I would choose The Mummy. My favorite Robert De Niro movie? I gotta see a list. I would think Heat. I would say Michael Mann's Heat. Nah, I'm not much of a PC gamer. Well, dishonesty, I saw 1 or 2 of your comments under the review. Cat Returns, I don't even know what that is. Favorite 2000 slasher film? I'd have to see a list. I can't think of it at the top of my head. Christmas Story 2, don't care. I don't like the first one. Top favorite horror comedies? Evil Dead 2 would be one of them. I mean, the original Fright Night technically is. No, you don't need a sequel to Heat. It's stupid. John Leguizamo's mad Illumination. Oh, I don't know. Why is he mad? Christmas Vacation I like a lot more than Elf. Don't any YouTube fan films? If so, I can't remember the names of them, to be perfectly honest. Kung Fury. Marco Anzio. No, it's just I tried to get this thing started 3 times, and then the YouTube was giving me such grief. I was supposed to start like 20, 30 minutes before, but then because they're BS, it's like 20, 30 minutes late. So I'm just mad at YouTube for being glitchy as hell. So I'm not mad at people in the chat. I'm mad at YouTube for being glitchy as hell. James Horner, miss him. I mean, he did one of my favorite scores, Aliens. Barbarian is about 100 minutes. Sonny Chiba, the Street Fighter, really enjoyed the Street Fighter with Sonny Chiba. Cool Hand Luke, nah. Would you watch Kevin Nash podcast? I've seen bits and pieces, but I'd mainly stick to Jim Cornette's podcast. Yeah, you don't need Indiana Jones 5. Ever won the lottery? I wish. Star Wars SC-38. Yeah, I did see that. That was fun for what it was, but it would not fit in the movie. But as it was fun to see separately. Nah, fuck Vince Russo. Guy's a fucking idiot. Princess and the Fraud, never saw it. Freddie Prinze Jr. is a bigger bitch. No, the most disappointing game sequel was probably Dead Space 3. I like the first Meet the Parents. Yeah, I'd recommend The Park Is Mine. That's a pretty good Tommy Lee Jones role. Results may vary. You always ask, do you remember Operation Overlord? Why do you keep asking that? You've asked that like 10 times now. Slapshot, didn't see. Bad Lieutenant, good movie with Harvey Keitel. Favorite TV series of the 80s? Didn't play Last of Us 2, so I can't confirm it. Never played the Devil May Cry games. My favorite TV series of the 80s? I liked Elf. That's a sitcom that I grew up with as a kid. I like the A-Team, to name a few. When did Quantum Leap start? I don't know if that started in the 80s or 90s. Well, Jedi I like CM Punk. I agree with Jim Cornette says. CM Punk, I don't think did anything wrong. Sorry, I don't get to hate CM Punk. Yes, I don't think he did anything wrong. I think AEW is a shit show. And he was just telling the truth. Sorry, I don't see what CM Punk did wrong. Predator, I'm doing okay. Werewolf from the 80s, didn't see it. I've heard of it, I didn't see it. Didn't see The Color of Money. One has to go, the 10s. I would go with the 10s, the 2010s. Robert, I didn't see much of Who's the Boss. I've only seen bits or pieces. What was the situation with CM Punk about? That's a whole like 15-minute conversation. Hey, old school gamer, I'm doing okay. Didn't see The Hustler, I don't think. I don't know what Fableman's is. Hi, Eric. There's two Bad Lieutenant films. There's one with Harvey Keitel, and there's this Bad Lieutenant Port of New Orleans with Nicolas Cage. Then went to Toys R Us. Yes, I do find the new YouTube layout terrible. Do I like Nightmare Before Christmas? Yes, I do. Barbarian, I'll have a review of that sometime in a day or two. Miami Vice is a good TV show. Favorite Kelly Clarkson song? None of them. Favorite old movie before the 80s? Sold in Precinct 13 is one. Statue of the Motion Picture I enjoy. Alien, Jaws, Dawn of the Dead. Probably Dawn of the Dead, Jaws, Alien, those. Favorite Killer Clown movie? I don't know, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. By the Sword sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it. I'm not... Birdie I've heard of, but it doesn't seem like my kind of movie. Same with The Sting. Doesn't seem like my kind of film. Do you like these classic album remixes like the Beatles? I have no issues with them. The Brave, never seen it. I like Mutant from 1984. That has Wings Hauser in it. I think that's a fun movie. No, there should not be an Airheads 2. Fairy Tale Doll movie, probably Child's Play or Child's Play 2. I don't know what Tarantino said about the MCU. One Has to Stay, Michael Bay. American Dad or Family Guy, neither. How would you rank the Jurassic Park films? The first one's the best one, and the third one's the second best one. Fuck all the other ones. Is Champagne and Bullets his most drunk performance? Wings Hauser? Yeah. Favorite American Ninja movie? The second one. Do you think Airheads plays out like Dog Day Afternoon? I guess. Jared Leto was an awful Joker. Should Kevin Smith retire? Fuck Kevin Smith. He can eat shit, for all I care. Cameron Mitchell didn't watch his stuff. Well, Tarantino's right. He's not wrong. They are hired hands. Yeah, I heard about Psycho too. I already knew that from years ago. Uh, Daniel is back. I would just go with the rundown. Rocky 4 is my favorite Rocky film. Eternals is more boring. Jedizilla. Films that I would love to have seen gotten a sequel, Dread. I really don't pay attention to wrestling anymore, but the bits I did, yes, Sting should have won against Triple H. But they did this whole WCW loses again. I'm like, yeah, the company's been dead for like 10, 15 years. Congrats on catching up. Should Harrison Ford retire? Yes, he's 80 years old. Love Judgment Night. Very underrated film with Emilio Estevez. Who won in a fight? Seems to go with John Cena. Nowadays, sadly, probably John Cena would win. Much Ado About Nothing, didn't see. Um, Never played. No, I did play Simpsons Hit and Run a long, long time ago, but it's been forever. Jean Carano is much better than Ronda Rousey. Beat the shit out of her and her mole. Favorite cat dog? Never saw a cat dog. What companies are you boycotting? None. Art of War Wesley Snipes? Actually, that's a decent film. Killzone never played. Favorite zombie video game? I guess Resident Evil 4. No, Tarantino's Star Trek film will never get made. Judgment Night I liked a lot more than Trespass. Weaponized Dirt Race Triple H. I never cared for Nipple H, Preparation H, and his fucking golden shovel. Horizon Zero Dawn, never heard of it. Cape Fear is single white female, Cape Fear. The Verdict, didn't see. Can you make cornbread? No. Favorite Emma Stone film? I don't know. Is there a good one? Thomas Newman did a great job with Shawshank Redemption. Did a great job with that. I'll say that. Why Triple H? Because he sucks. His promos are boring. His wrestling, I'm on the Bret Hart. 4 out of 10 at best. Triple H has in his matches. 4 out of 10. Favorite Christopher Kane film? The first Young Guns. Favorite member of the Clique? Rest in peace, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. If not, then the 1-2-3 kid himself. Dean Cain as Superman, I think he did a good job. No one requested the rest of season 1 or season 2 of Chucky. So, no. Easy A never saw. Do I like the Tales Friday 13 remake? They're fine, but they could have been a bit more inventive. Jim Carrey doesn't need to come back for Sonic 3. Move on to a different villain. Cobra Director's Cut is long gone. You're never going to see that ever. I would bet every penny I had. Winnie the Pooh horror film looks like dog shit. One has to stay. Kevin Nash. Don't know who the Paul brothers are. I don't follow wrestling nowadays. I really don't. Sleep Stalker. I don't even remember Sleep Stalker. Jim Carrey probably will retire. I don't blame him. No, I don't really like. I never cared to meet Kevin Smith or anybody. Why they hate for Shawn Michaels? Because he's a fucking dickhead. Popping pills, treating people like shit. Look at the match he had with Vader. One of the most unprofessional things you can do. He was a good talent in the ring, but he was unprofessional as fuck. Look at what he did to Vader. Move, you fat fuck. Move. You have to like a spoiled fucking brat popping pills and sucking Vince McMahon's dick. Sicario 3, no, I only like the first one. The Believers with Martin Sheen, I liked the movie. Shawn Michaels didn't find God. He found. This is why so many people say he has not changed one bit. He still talks shit about people. He still buries people. He just hides it behind this "I found God" persona. Don't believe what any celebrity tells you. Rango or Megamind? Megamind. Tales from the Midnight Hour. I haven't read those in forever. I'd have to read them again. Do you think Val Kilmer was really sorry about his behavior? No, I think he's sorry about his physical and health condition. And then that led into that. I think if he felt perfectly fine, he would not have done that. Unless he was going to be canceled and fired from a movie. Let me put it this way: if Val Kilmer was in perfect good health, would he have done the same thing? That's my question. Would he have done the exact same thing? Exactly. Born to be Rad. Yeah, he's a good guy. Aaron Carter. I didn't follow his music. I know he passed away, which is too bad, but I'm not that familiar with him. Shawn Michaels treated RVD like shit. I'm not surprised. Rat Race, I didn't mind it for what it was. Hudsucker Proxy, I don't remember the movie. Bach films, I like the first one. That's it. Why was Val Venus such a dick back then? I wasn't there, so I can't answer that. Was RVD in any okay movies? Well, there's a Gary Daniels one called Blood Moon, which is a decent for that type of straightforward action film. But not because of Rob Van Dam, but he has a big part in it. But Blood Moon, I didn't mind for what it was. Christmas with the Crane's an awful film. If Matt wins the Powerball, what do you buy first? I don't know, a hooker, a high-priced hooker. Have you seen Fred Claus? Lame movie. Do you like Pop-Tarts? Sure. Didn't see It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World. Ahmed Johnson. He. I liked his initial matches, but he did not know how to talk, and he hurt a lot of people. No, Joe, you need to go. No, Joe, you need to go. Hey, Yule, I did get your request. I'll get to that whenever I can. Thank you, Yule. Mickey Christmas special, never saw it. Dog with Channing Tatum, never saw the film. Jaws was already remade. I'm surprised it hasn't yet. Yeah, I reviewed all. Yeah, I reviewed Quantum of Solace and Spectre. Quantum of Solace, I don't mind. Spectre was pretty lame. Favorite Kid Rock song, probably Ba with the Ba, the Bane, the Bane. Bros, Curse 3 is the worst film I've seen this year. Because it was insulting as a fan. Launch History Night is absolutely a better version of Black Widow. How's my wife doing? She must be invisible because I don't see her right now. Yes, Chain Tam has grown on me because I see 21 and 22 Jump Street, which were fun. I liked White House Down. I might prove something to me. And he did. So that's cool. I didn't play Nintendo 64, so PS1. Alter Ego, none of those sequels needs to happen. Do you like Prince? Sure, I like Prince. Cole Warner, I'll say this for anybody. Clerks 3 is the worst film I've seen. So no matter what film you name, you can stop naming them. Clerks 3 is the worst film I've seen this year. District 9 is way better than Elysium because Elysium was disappointing. Worst looking CGI in a movie. The Pac-Man looking things in the Langoliers was pretty bad. Most underrated film this year, Day Shift being one of them. Just no one talks about it. Hot Tub Time Machine, I liked the first one. Did I like Dr. Seuss books? Sure. Head by the Monkees, didn't see. Shia LaBeouf, liked him. Never minded him. I liked Disturbia. I liked Eagle Eye. Favorite Shrek character? I guess Shrek. Vicente, that's fine. Nothing to be sorry about. I said Clerks 3 is the worst film I've seen, and I explained why in my review. I mean, I don't know what I how many times I have to say that. I said it in the review. I said why in the video. Never played Diablo. Guitar Hero Rock Band, never played either of them. Worst Christmas movie? I have no idea. I'd have to see a list of movies to choose. Red State, didn't care for it. That was really boring. Peyton Manning, I have no thoughts on him. I don't really watch much of football. I think he's football players. That's how little I know about football. Yes, Clerks 3 is the most insulting. That's why it's the worst film for me. Godzilla 1988, I think, is more entertaining than the 2014 Godzilla. Good Burger wasn't my cup of tea, but I didn't grow up with those characters. Hey, Todera. Do I know of any Hanukkah movies? No. Youngblood, I liked. I don't care about Iron Man 4. Pandorum, I like Pandorum. Death Proof, I liked. I saw it in the theater with Planet Terror and the double bill that was the Grindhouse experience. Never played Devil May Cry games. Thank you, Winter Flowers. Didn't see Charles Brown's Christmas. Catch That Kid, didn't see. Thank you, Krisha T. Hope you're doing well. Hannah, forgettable to me. Yeah, dishonesty. He has the right idea. I like Murder at 1600. That's a underrated Wesley Snipes film. Jesus Revolution. Don't even know what that is. What was the best book I ever read? I don't know. Can't Buy Me Love, didn't see. Condemned is an awful Stone Cold Steve Austin movie with a lot of shaky cam. James Gunn being the new co-CEO of DC, I don't really care. I don't care one iota a bit. Moon 44, remember, okay for his budget. Should Wishmaster 5 happen? No, there should not have been Wishmaster 4, 3, or 2. I guess I would say, yeah, tolerate Mark Wahlberg more than Tobey Maguire, sure. Yes, CDI, in my opinion, some Point Break are the same. The Patriots with Steve Austin, yeah, I didn't mind that film. Ahsoka series of Disney Plus, I don't care because I don't have Disney Plus. Did not see Moonfall, no. Never read the tie-in novel, Dark Metal Spider. Friday the 13th prequel show is stupid. Yes, CGI does need to be toned down. Yeah, I reviewed the first Fury movie. I liked it. And the sequel. Don't give a fuck about Creed 3. I didn't like the first two, so why would I care about Creed 3 if I didn't like the first two? Should Grown Ups 3 happen? No. Most sequels you guys are mentioning should not happen. And you guys all know why. I mean, we talk about it all the time. Uncut Gems, I enjoy. I think it's Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler needs to do more films like that. Mile 22, don't care to see. Someone asked, Shaun of the Dead, I would say, is my favorite of those movies the guy mentioned, uh, Eric. Terror Trap, never saw. No Escape with Ray Liotta, it's there. I don't love the film though. Funny People, it's overlong and not that funny. MCU was built to death a long time ago, absolutely. 824 company that made Hereditary Lamb. Yeah, I don't care about this Friday 13 prequel show. It's a stupid idea. It's a stupid idea that no one's interested in. Cruel Deep, never even heard of it. No Escape Owen Wilson, I didn't mind it. I reviewed the film on the channel. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Thank you. A24 is a bullshit studio. Fuck A24. The effects in the Wolfman, what, the CGI, that was crap? What did you eat today? Why do you care what I ate today? That's why I never understood why people go on Facebook or Twitter. This is what I ate today. It's like, who gives a shit what you ate today? Good for you. You don't buy me the same? No, then shut up. Like, I don't give. That's why I don't understand people tweeting. This is what I ate today. Why should I give a fuck what you ate today? Unless you don't give me the same. I don't care what you ate today. I don't care what you drank today. PM Entertainment Millennium. I'll go with PM Entertainment right now. Uh, no, Tide, never have. Drugstore Cowboy, didn't see. No, Travis, I don't. Do you? Werewolf by Night, I didn't see. Yeah, with I mean, Uncut Gems and Disaster Artists are good from A24, but their horror films suck. Platoon, I do like. No, Space Jam would have been worse for Shaquille O'Neal. Angel Heart or American Wolf in London, I'll go with Angel Heart. That's cool. Winter Flowers. A24, I think, is worse than Platinum Dunes. First Friday 13th film's boring. I don't know if I say boring, just it's okay, but maybe a tad overrated because I think a lot of the sequels are better. Legend of the Red Dragon, didn't see it. I'll take Blumhouse over A24. I fucking hate A24. Horror films, that is. Worst company for horror films, in my opinion, is A24. Saving Private Ryan, I didn't mind, but I prefer The Thin Red Line. Don't care about 28 months later. You only needed 28 days later, and that's all you needed, which is, I saw that in the theater. That was a good one. Clint Eastwood, John Wayne feud, I don't know much about the feud. Daughter of Flanders, didn't see. I don't mind Citizen Kane, so I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't mind the film. Yes, it's too late for 28 months later because it's been like almost 28 years later. 20 weeks later has some good aspects, but it's not a film I rewatch. I like the first one more. Total Meltdown 2, Chopping Mall, definitely. Inuyasha, never saw it. McHugh, yeah, that was really lame version of Dirty Harry. It did not work. Sorry, John Wayne, but McHugh did not work. Dirty Harry and all the sequels were much better. Hey, Alan Stanley. The Aladdin film, good movie. The animated one. Slaughterhouse from the 80s, pretty lame movie. Worst Kevin Smith film, Yoga Hosers, and then Clerks 3. A longer cut of Chopping Mall? Not that I know of. Favorite scene, Demon Death 2, the finale fight sequence. That's kind of like James Bond. Heart of the Cars, no one sent in a request for that, no. Death Machine, I really enjoy, so I would give a high rating. But I don't really do stuff out of 10. I don't really do those kind of ratings. Hey there, Joe. We had your twin here earlier, Joe. Your twin was in here earlier. I don't really go into those fights like Chucky versus Leprechaun, Freddy versus Wishmaster. I don't really go into those fights because it depends on the writer. Because you write any bullshit winner you can. Tarantino, I put over Rodriguez. I do like Tilly's Heroes. Where he goes there, that was over long, but I like Tilly's Heroes. Even though that's long too, but I have more fun with that. Hey, Elliot, I did get your request. I'll get to those as soon as I can. Thank you, Elliot. Death Wish 3 is my favorite Death Wish film. Hey, Kingler, how you doing, man? Street Trash or Blood Diner? I'd choose Street Trash. Did Ron Turnseer's rip off Hills of Eyes? I mean, maybe you could argue that, sure. Alfred Hitchcock or Brian De Palma? Hitchcock for Rear Window and the Birds. Never played Assassin's Creed. Will I review the Halloween films again? No. Would Tusk be on my top 5 worst Kevin Smith films? Yes, it would. This is a stupid idea that he did because he was high on his podcast and he thought it was so funny. Best Mafia film? Goodfellas. A fourth Harold and Kumar? Uh, I'd be down for that because I like the first three, but if it turns out like Curse 3, no. Favorite Die Hard film? The first one. Favorite werewolf creature of all time? My favorite werewolf movie is Dog Soldiers. Yes, I dislike Kevin Smith more than Don Fettuccine. Favorite pup in the Puppet Masters? Six Shooter. Seth Rogen or Kevin Smith? At this point, I'll take Seth Rogen over Kevin Crybaby Smith. Road to Perdition wasn't my cup of tea. Um, I mean, I would say technically Jason won, but Freddy did a wink because they didn't want to piss that camp up, piss the Freddy fans off. The Unseen from 2009, really lame movie. Visiting Hours, pretty boring movie. Michael Ironside should have been utilized more. Especially William Shatner should have been utilized more. The Ash series, I don't know what the Ash series is. Casino Royale, I like. The one with the 2005, 2006, I like that movie. I can't remember the last time I saw Gravity, but yes, I do enjoy the film. Who's a bigger sellout? Kevin Smith. Easily, by far, the biggest sellout was Kevin Smith. Fuck Kevin Smith and his crybaby bitch ass. Favorite Hong Kong horror movie? I'd have to see a list of what Hong Kong horror movies there are. I like The Arrival with Charlie Sheen. Oh, Ash vs. Evil Dead, not a fan of the show. I much prefer the first three movies. Is Halloween Ends worse than Halloween 5? Yes. Because Halloween 5 actually had Michael Myers. Kevin Smith should have retired like 10 years ago. Kevin Smith is a bitter crybaby. He cries at TV shows and movie trailers. Favorite vampire film? From Dusk Till Dawn. Well, I saw Clerks 3. It sucked. It was not only too late, but it was more depressing than The Shawshank Redemption. Uh, Samuel Independence Day, I would choose. Halloween Ends, yeah, being probably second worst of the year. Didn't see Orphan First Kill. License to Kill, I would say Jedizilla. Why are there people saying that Halloween 3 is worse than Ends? I don't know any person that has said that. Desert Island Westerns, I don't know what that is. I like From Dusk Till Dawn too, but the third one sucks. Like a vampire doesn't show up to like an hour into the movie in the third film. The second film I like. Barbarian, what do you mean a hint? Like when it's going to come out? I don't know, either tomorrow or the day after. Do you think 2023 would be a better year for movies? No. Actually, this year's been a pretty good year for movies because I have a lot of movies on my list I enjoy. And I reviewed a lot of them, but people say I hate everything, even though I have like 15 movies here I enjoy this year. Are you tired of legacy sequels? Yes. I don't know why more people aren't. Hey, we are Cosmo. Hey, Tim. Favorite Kiss song? Some of the stuff they did on Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. God gave rock to roll to you. Is Barbarian worth watching? I mean, that's up to you. To me, it was disappointing as hell. I mean, if you want to hit on Barbarian, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Barbarian. And it's not 93% Rotten Tomatoes. Because it has a lot of good attributes and aspects, but the script is dog shit. The script for Barbarian is absolute dog shit. And that's the problem with the movie. And it's disappointing. Because it has a lot of good aspects to it. The acting's pretty decent. The score is really good in a moody, eerie way. The direction, camera work was very solid. When it's in these tunnel systems, there's atmosphere, but has a dog shit script where it got to a point where nothing made sense. I mean, I could go to in Barbarian people want me to as a predecessor to the review, but there's a lot of stuff that didn't make sense in that movie. Do I like Ravenous? Yes, I did like Ravenous. Yeah, I've seen that Yule. I wasn't a fan of the movie. Tim, How to Eat Fried Worms, never saw that. I like the House of Wax movie from 2005. That's a fun remake. But yeah, Barbarian, I'm sorry, I don't buy one fucking person digging out this tunnel system that looked like a maze at Disneyland. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck how many years it's been. I don't buy one person digging out this tunnel system with a shovel and a jackhammer that's bigger than you, wider than you, and it's like miles and miles of twists and turns of tunnels. I don't buy one fucking person digging all that shit at in the basement of this Airbnb place. Can anyone really tell me they buy that? Really? Like, can people really buy, maybe a believer of that? Why does Bill Skarsgård 36 minutes in go, I gotta go see the stuff film for myself? It was a lazy, lackluster, shitty writer that did not know how to put his characters into the tunnel system and did it the most lazy way possible. And that's such because the first 36 minutes of Barbarian I liked. Despite some flaws, I liked the first 36 minutes of Barbarian. And then when that stupid thing happened, it shit its pants. I said the same thing in the review of record, it shit its pants. Why did the guy go downstairs to go see the stuff room for himself? Why? Why is this feral bitch creature superhuman strength? Why does it have to be men suck yet again? Why does the movie have to keep telling me that I suck because I got a penis? Why do films have to keep doing that? You suck because you got a penis. And it's hard to judge men. And that's the big theme. Why does it have to keep going? Why? Why does it have to be a part of movies? Why did that have to be part of Barbarian? Can someone answer me that? Anyone who's seen Barbarian, why did that have to be part of the movie? Please feel free to answer me that. Messiah of Evil, never heard of. Hostel 2, it completely made the ending of Hostel 1 completely pointless. Don't care about the new Evil Dead. Emma Roberts from Scream 4 aged badly. Just look. I haven't seen a picture of her, but thank you for the $2 super chat. But um, Emma Roberts aged badly. How so? Like, what happened? 7 hour Blair Witch cut? No. I have like a 2.5 hour cut of the film, just so I edited a bunch of footage together. It's like a 2.5 hour cut, but the 7 hour cut? No. No, Rob Zombie's Halloween is better than Halloween Ends. No, you don't need a remake of Graveyard Shift. Do you think Grant and Sally were in a relationship? Well, they end up being in one at the end of the third Jurassic Park movie. I mean, Jurassic World movie. Dominion. But yeah, so much of Barbarian didn't make sense after a bit. Fucking stupid. Then no one's answered me that. Why do we have to have these films where men suck? Or if you're a man, you suck, and you can't have redemption angles and all that shit. We don't need a sequel to Halloween 3. That, I mean, that defeats the purpose of the ending of Halloween 3. The ending of Halloween 3 is the question mark. You don't know how it ends. So a sequel to Halloween 3 you would have to answer that question. Tales from the Hood 3 sucked as much as the second one. Because that's the narrative that Hollywood wants to push. Society, one man sucking. Hollywood knows people are still going to see stuff no matter what, so they can put their propaganda messages. I fucking guess so. All because there's no women that's done bad things either. You. Tom and Jerry Kids, never heard of it. You know what? If Justin Long had a followed through what they were going, like he had a redemption arc, maybe I could have given like a bit of a pass on certain things, but then no, that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh, if they do Chet Flea, I would take the early 2010s and the early 2020s now. Well, you're not wrong on that. You're not wrong on that. Yeah, I can't really blame you on that. I'll agree with that. I do have Session out on Blu-ray. Yes, I do. This decade sucks. Well, so far, yeah. Yeah, Steven, that was just because the director wanted to do a swerve. The director is the writer. He wanted to do a swerve. That was the only reason he did it. Even though the other one would have followed a good character story, writing, arc. No, we gotta sacrifice that because we gotta do a swerve. People are more concerned with swerves than good writing. My Soul Dictate was worse than The Ward. Fairy Scene Poltergeist. I don't know. I enjoy the whole film. I don't have a favorite scene. Well, the Batman, it was one dumb line. I mean, one dumb line isn't gonna make me ruin the entire film for me. And at the end of the day, Batman saved people, which he did not fucking do in a lot of these Zack Snyder films. At least Superman didn't. That's why I could deal with the Batman. At the end of the day, the Batman knew I should not be just fucking up people. I need to save people and be a hero, which is what he did at the end. He worried more about I'm going to sacrifice myself with this electrical cable so people don't get hurt. I'm going to be a hero and I'm going to help and save people. And that's what the movie was and did. Well, to be honest, there weren't a lot of other characters other than Batman, Commissioner Gordon, the Penguin, the Riddler, and the Penguin and the Riddler were always white. Uh, Batman is white. I mean, Catwoman isn't a nice person either. I mean, I wouldn't say that Catwoman is all that innocent. Like, you don't even have that many characters in it. To be honest, that are the main focus. I mean, think about the Batman, you probably have like five main characters, and Batman was portrayed well. I don't think they portrayed Catwoman as justified because she was wrong. She was wrong in her assumption because she's the one who wanted to say fuck the city. She's the one who said fuck Gotham is not worth saving, and she was wrong. And Batman proved her wrong. He's like, no, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to save these people. So I don't think Catwoman was justified because she wanted to let those people die. She would have been fine letting those people die. Yeah, anti-hero. So and Batman was the hero. There you go, like he should be. So that's why it doesn't bother me. It was handled a lot better than some of these other fucking films I've seen. World Cup 2, yeah, the score, yeah, I get what you mean. The score in the first World Cup is much better. But I still like World Cup 2. But yeah, the score was much better in the first one. Which is funny, I think some people on YouTube have done World Cup 2 scenes with the Basil Polidor score from the first one. I forget the line. Something about Catwoman saying rich white people with privilege and something, bringing rice into it because she's black. It was a stupid line. But that didn't ruin the whole movie for me. Now, what they did with Justin Long in Barbarian, that was the final bullshit of that movie. I don't remember the Ted Bundy line in Batman Returns. Yeah, I like the Batman. I mean, I'll tell you right here the movies I like this year. Since people say I hate everything, no, I'm just picky with my movies, like I'm picky with my food. Don't kiss every movie's ass. The Batman, Day Shift with Jamie Foxx, Rescue Rangers, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Bullet Train, Nope, this Netflix action film called Carter, Accident Man 2, The Gray Man, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Jackass Forever, Beavis and Do the Universe, The Black Phone, What is a Woman, Unbelievable Weight of Massive Talent, and Hustle with Adam Sandler. And that right there, I enjoyed those. Those are movies I enjoyed this year. I liked the first Arkham Asylum game. The second game, I didn't like as much, but I could play it and it was fine. The Mask in Halloween Kills, sure, it's fine. I need more in the movie though than that. But yeah, that's like 15 movies I name I like this year. It's not my fault people skip all those and just watch the rants. You hate everything. Well, yeah, you skipped all the 15, so you skip all the movies I like. Uh, Mike Barry, unless it's a paid request. Was a Woman is a documentary. Elden Ring never played. iCarly never saw. It Was a Woman is a documentary. And I thought it was pretty interesting. The Mangler 2, no. I do like the first one though. That's actually my favorite Toby Hooper film is the first one. It's called Spaghetti Western because they're made in Italy. Italy, spaghetti. So Italian Westerns. But nickname is Spaghetti Westerns. Well, Johnny Jerry, that's why sometimes I do that. In fact, I'm going to do that for Barbarian. I'm just going to put Barbarian movie review, and sometimes I just do it to see what people will say because I know there are people that comment, but they don't watch the video. They just look at the title. So if they look at that title and they go, "Oh, I'm glad! Wow, you like the movie," I'm like, "You didn't see the video, did you?" So sometimes I test people to see if they actually watch the video or not. So again, Barbarian will be Barbarian movie review. I'll be checking to see how many people watch it and go, "Wow, I'm surprised you liked the movie." You didn't watch the video then, did you? Love Tremors. The first Tremors, I don't know what's weird about it. I love Tremors. It's one of my favorites. Oh, thank you, J5. I'm glad. Thanks for the nice words on the Clerks 3. No, I don't care about cornbread. Just you don't like the cornbread either. But I love Tremors. I love Tremors 2 Aftershocks. That's an underrated one. Oh, thank you, Chut Flea, for the super chat. Again, I'm using the YouTube stream thing, so it won't let me click to highlight it. Arkham City should have had Hugo Strange as the main villain, but no, it had to be Joker again. Series is too Joker happy. Love Joker, but come on. Funny enough, I said the same thing. I said the same thing. Thank you, Mike Barrett. Jeepers Creepers Reborn, no, that was awful. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Joker was a good villain in the first Arkham Asylum. You didn't need to have a sequel with Joker again as the villain. There's plenty of other villains to do. So the fact it was Joker yet again, I thought, I would rather be the Riddler or something else, someone else. Oh, cool! You emailed SS Wilson. Hmm. Do you think Friday the 13th 3 would be better if Shelley was the main survivor, last survivor, and people didn't believe him? Well, that's an interesting idea. That's more interesting than the writers came up with. Yeah, I got Mellow Yellow right here. Although I still like Friday the 13th 3, but that would have been interesting. I disagree. I like the Batman's ending more than Arkham City ending. Jedi Zilla, if it's a paid request, sure. I didn't play Deadpool on PS3. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate it. Thank you. Horror Vision. You'd have to remind me of that. That sounds familiar. Is Halloween Ends the worst movie in the franchise? That and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. My favorite Friday the 13th is Jason Goes to Hell. I know people get pissed when I say that, but I don't care. Jason Goes to Hell is still my favorite, and I like Jason X as well, but Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite. I didn't play Arkham Origins. I don't even think I have that game. No, I never played Arkham Origins. Do I like snow? Not really. Let's see. Favorite kill in Halloween Resurrection? I don't know. I don't remember the kills. But I can watch that film for because Buster Rhymes I think is awesome in it. Do I like Basic Instinct? Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind it. Boogeyman the Killer compilation, very pointless nowadays. When did you just find those clips on YouTube? Did y'all see the worst actor? I don't know about the worst, but he's in top 10. Have a final guy as the survivor? No, that'd be too sexist. Favorite live action Batman movie? Batman 89. Chiropractors? I don't know. What am I supposed to say about chiropractors? What happened to the action movie book you were going to write? I'm like, I don't have the time. I would love to, but I just do not have the time to write that. Don't no time. There's just no time. I sound like James Wolfe. I got no time. I got no time. But seriously, I mean, it's to watch and write. I can't find the time to do that. Nosferatu, I don't mind it. I would say of silent films, I prefer Metropolis. Neil Breen would be up there as worst actor. Yeah. Will you go see the Terminator Alien in theaters? Sure, why not? Thank you, Dark Metal Spider. I appreciate the kind words. James Bond Mission Impossible. I mean, that's not fair because James Bond has like triple more movies. You know what I mean? So that's not really fair because Mission Impossible doesn't have nearly as many movies. Best 50s. Well, my favorite 50s movie is probably The Theme from Another World. The Theme from Another World from the 50s. I like Them, the Killer Ant movie. I like uh, The Odd Couple with Walter Matthau. I enjoy Abbott Costello Meet Frankenstein. I enjoy the Three Stooges stuff. Thank you, the Grabber. The Grabber. Favorite silent film? Probably Metropolis. There are no IMAXs around here, so I wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Alien 3 does not work as a standalone because it still has the same characters' names in it, like Hits and Newt and Ripley. Bunch of fucking bald people running around that we don't care about, and who gives a shit if they live or die. Scream 1983, never heard of it. Movies from the 40s, I don't know, you'd have to give me a list to look through. Um, I think The Invisible Man was in the 40s. I like that movie. Mrs. Doubtfire is much better than Big Mama's House. Fuck Alien 3. Fuck Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's of Crybaby Bitch Fit. Fuck him and his holes. Mark Ryan says a James Bond villain? Yeah, it could work. Inkheart didn't see. Yeah, Them is about the big killer ants, yeah. I thought Them had a pretty decent amount for what it was. It didn't seem that boring. Invisible Man in his 30s. Oh, well. What was I thinking of his 40s? I can't remember. Very Dirty Harry villain, the bad cops in Magnum Force. Yeah, my favorite is action, horror, then either sci-fi or comedy. Tim Smith does cry about anything. probably cry so much his fucking nipples get milk out of him. Like that fucking bitch from Barbarian. Not a bloody horror, never seen it. Uh, Pulp Fiction is good. Uh, no, I don't get rid of a lot of films because where am I going to get rid of them to? They don't sell for much. I keep them in case I did a paid request, and then I could just have it here to watch or do a commentary on. Is Hereditary scary if you're scared of Burger Kings? If you're scared of Burger King crowns, sure. It says the Burger King crown at the end of Hereditary. Uh, Johnny Jerry, no one's requested that. Although I guess I would say The Matrix because of the action. Well, good. Fuck Vince McMahon. He should have retired long ago. It's fucking senile. You into true crime? Not really. Roddy Piper I like more than Hulk Hogan. Alien Resurrection I'd rather watch than Alien 3, despite the Chupacabra albino asshole in it. I don't mean Ron Perlman. I mean the alien. You're surprised I hate Clerks 3? Why are you surprised? It killed Dante by making Randall murder him via a heart attack. And made Clerks 1 and 2 completely pointless and hurt those movies because now anytime you watch Clerks 1 and 2, oh, Randall is ribbing and making fun of Dante. Yeah, it's going to lead to his heart attack later. Oh, Clerks 1 has a hopeful ending. Clerks 2 has a hopeful ending. No, it doesn't. Because Dante's turns to shit. His life turns to shit. Everyone around him dies. And he gets a heart attack by his buddy. And he gives up on life. How the fuck is that good? Who the fuck likes Clerks 3? And if you do, teach your own. Why the fuck would you like it when Randall gives Dante a fucking heart attack? What's good about that? What's funny about that? It's a comedy. And fucking Midnight Express is a happier movie than that. Shawshank Redemption is a happier movie than that. Hey there, Z. Hope you're doing well. I don't care about the new Evil Dead film. Just sounds like Demons 2. Rank the Rambo films: Rambo 2, Rambo 3, Rambo 4, Rambo 1, and then fuck the fifth one. Was the Predator funny unintentionally? Best Blu-ray releases? To be honest, I haven't gotten much Blu-rays because there wasn't much to get. So the only thing I think of is Watchers 2 because that's a childhood favorite of mine, and I'm glad they finally got a release. But yeah, I don't even know what else I'm supposed to think of. Who cares about Creed 3? I have no idea. Are you Jewish? No. Although I guess that's a bit talk of was it Kyrie Irving, whatever the hell he did. Worst DVD release? Like I said, I haven't bought much, so I can't tell you what's the worst DVD release. Except Stream, the 4Ks. To be fair, it's not just Stream Factory. A lot of 4K cases has those weird fingerprint smear jobs. Maybe you should stop using those 4K cases then. Worst Blu-ray transfer? Moontrap with Bruce Campbell. Because that fucking idiot Oliver Crickle didn't know how to do it, and he thought DNR was good. He thought DNR was perfectly fine because he's a fucking idiot. The Moontrap with Walter Tenet, Chekhov from Star Trek, and Bruce Campbell. That's the worst. Good movie, terrible transfer. Didn't see Terrifier 2, don't care to. There was a guy on here who mentioned, hey, I'll pay you $100. I'm like, I'm not worth that, but I'll take it. And then nothing happened, so oh well. I don't need to see a 2.5 hour fucking slasher film to a movie I didn't like. The only movie memorabilia I own is someone gave me one of the cups from Larry Cohen's The Stuff. Did I see Barbarian? Yes. about probably a day or two upload the video. Irving just shared a video. What I don't understand about that video though is that that was a video that said the Holocaust didn't exist. So not really a smart decision to share that link to that video. Just saying. Well, Kevin Smith said he wants to do Clerks 4. And it's fucking stupid. Remembrance Day? I don't know what that is. Mike Barrett, I choose Die Hard 2. Fair Will Smith role? The Bad Boys films. ScarJo or Jennifer Lawrence? I don't know. I'm indifferent to either one. Yeah, Clerks 4 to be based so they'd kill off the other character. Well, no, I think there's text that says Dante kept making movies till he's 90 years old. I think that was part of it. So great. Be Randall and some fucking Elias the Idiot. Which names do you hate? I don't hate any names. Favorite horror movie of the year? Well, Day Shift doesn't count because that's more of an action movie with vampires. So I guess The Black Phone. I guess. Julianne Moore I like more than Jennifer Garner. Best Natalie Portman movie? I don't know. I'd have to look at a list. Favorite Sam Elliott film? His role. I mean, Roadhouse was a good role. Last slasher movie you really enjoyed? I mean, Malignant. Malignant technically is a slasher, so I would say that. Peppermint wasn't that good. It was a stupid title for an action movie too. I know they try to explain it, but still. Yeah, I know Kyrie Irving's into that, and I get that, but at the same time, when a section of it has something that says the Holocaust didn't exist, like what do you expect? Like, okay, if you really wanted to talk about it, then just talk about that aspect and stop being so trying to be fucking Yoda and trying to talk and twist. Just talk straightforward. I have nothing against some of the aspects he was saying, but just say it straightforward. Like, why you have to fucking hide all this shit? Just say, hey, this is what I liked about this, and have an actual conversation. Hey, I saw this thing. I don't agree with some aspects of it, but this is what I liked about it. This is what I liked about it. X, Y, and Z reasons. Why didn't he just do that in the first place? Like why? And then that would have saved all the trouble and headache. I don't know what Kanye did, so I don't know. I don't know what he did. Wasn't my week to watch Kanye. I don't know what Kanye did. Disney's Dinosaur would be better if there's no dialogue. Would have been more interesting. Favorite Sam Neill role in The Mouth of Madness. Didn't see the new Elvis movie. Modern films were practical gore. But Linden had some practical gore. Even Barbarian, that had practical gore in it. Favorite Mario power up. It was interesting the one in Mario Bros. 3 that you turned to stone. Or the one where you could throw hammers, but that was like a rare one to get in Mario 3. I think it's stupid as hell. I was just saying was the reason he did it. Well, again, I mean, the funny thing is the media gave more promotion to that documentary than Kyrie ever did. That's the hilarious thing is that now more people know about that documentary, and if it was so bad, how come Amazon's still selling it? That's another thing. Why is Amazon still selling the fucking thing if it's that goddamn bad? Why is which it sounds bad with some of the shit in it, at least some, not all, but some of it. then why is Amazon selling it? I'm not saying it's to walk on eggshells, but again, just go, hey, like talking to you guys here. Hey, I saw this movie, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's some stuff I don't agree with, but this is why I liked it because of this or this. If he wants to say he's the beacon of light, then act like that instead of acting like you're Yoda, wanting to let people try to go through your pretentious attitude. That's kind of my issue is his attitude. I doubt he's racist. It's just his attitude is more. CJ5, I know nothing about that. I'm just saying the one section that said the Holocaust didn't exist, that alone, what did you expect when that's in it? People don't focus on that big thing. It would be like if I have a okay, let me ask you guys a question. What if I linked on Facebook or on YouTube, right? A documentary, and part of the documentary was here's this bit with the Ku Klux Klan and how they're blah 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 blah. There'd be people going, "What the fuck are you doing, Matt? That's a bit weird. What was that about?" And I just wrote, "Enjoy." No, it's not that part. It's the other stuff. So that's what I mean. It's like actual. Just write a couple sentences. It's not that tough. Like you gotta play a little bit of the game a little bit in this day and age. You gotta a little bit. Doesn't mean you're kissing ass, but you just gotta play the game a little bit smarter. A little bit smarter if you want actual dialogue. Like if you want actual conversation dialogue, then why not do that? So well, it was only a small portion about it. It's mostly about uh, like in the Bible. Oh, J5. Okay, sorry about that. Well, I mean, the documentary is about like how in the Bible, if you look in the Bible, it's really talking about black people, not Jewish, and all that stuff. And you know, obviously, this is not in my ball game because I'm a redneck, so I'm not really. It's, I guess to be blunt, it's none of my business. If I'm really being honest about it, but it was interesting to learn information about stuff, and like if you want to know more about that, that's fine with me to know more about ancestry. It's just, again, it's like a lot of documentaries. There's always going to be some portions that are bullshit, and that portion, as small as it is, will be amplified and overtake the whole thing. And that's just how it goes with a lot of pieces of material. You do have a whole lot of good points and one little bad part. It's like a movie. You have a good movie with good intentions and then one little fucking thing. Okay, as minuscule as it is, we were talking about the Batman. Really like the Batman, and that one stupid line that really sticks out. And that's a minuscule escapism. That's nothing of importance like the stuff Kyrie Irving's talking about. A movie trailer that was great but ended up sucking was disappointing. So the trailer is better than the movie. God, that's tough. I'd have to think about that trailer. I know I've seen trailers that were good and the movie sucked. Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead. I love the usage of the Gambler song by Kenny Rogers. I love the way it's edited. And that's a misleading trailer because a lot of that action bits is a fucking dream sequence. Fucking dream sequence. And Army of the Dead. good trailer, but shitty movie. No, I don't think the Exorcist 3 is not a slasher film, in my opinion. No. Take Care, Derek. TJ's Pizza never ate. Godzilla 2014. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really care about the trailer either. Firmer Foam never used it. Injustice Game never played it. Foo Fighters song. I haven't listened to them in forever, so I'd have to re-listen to them to get a better opinion. Was that side directed John Wick? Please no. What movie trailer spoiled the whole movie? I mean, take your pick. Uh, Castaway. I enjoy the film, but Castaway showed him on the island. He got off the island, and then he's even, it showed everything in the movie, and I liked the movie, but John Campea, I don't really care. I'm indifferent to him. Do I like 3 O'Clock High? Yeah, I enjoy the film. I like all the John Wick films, so I don't know how to rank them. I mean, I guess 2, 3, and 1. Arnold Maytan the Head, be dog shit. Yeah, I like 3 O'Clock High. Why was Tyler Tarkington timed out, Johnny Jerry? Yeah, Halloween Ends is pretty misleading as well. Fur carpets? No. Johnny Jerry, that's not what the mod is for. Just ignore him. That's not why I put people as mods. Just ignore the guy. If you two are not getting along, just ignore him. I mean, that's not why I put people as mods. Then just ignore the guy if that's the case. No, I never joined a music band. Well, I don't know if Friday Third Party was an awesome trailer. I mean, it's interesting trailer, but I didn't see the trailer before I saw the movie. I saw the movie and then I saw the trailer like years and years later. Class of Nukem High, I didn't see. How tall am I? 7'5". Uh, Stallone. Well, Stallone was up for Witness, but he said no, and he said that was one of his biggest mistakes. Was saying no to Witness with Harrison Ford. Do you like biopics? Nah, not really. Do I play a musical instrument? No, I don't. No, I don't play any musical instruments. No, I'm not really 7'5". My height is depending on which convenience store I walk in. The band Ghost? Never heard the band Ghost. For the movie, Black Ops campaigns, nah, never played them. I'm more into like Cold Fear, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, Rise to Honor, Evil Dead, those type of video games. Got paid to learn the scene? Sure, but it doesn't mean I would end up singing well. Best actor of the 70s, Al Pacino's a good choice. I don't have too many PS1 games. My second favorite Resident Evil game, so after 4 would be probably 1. No, 2. It'd be 2. 4 then 2. I wasn't really into Pick of Destiny. Do I play chess? I have in the past, but not in a long, long time. Favorite game console was probably the PS2. I'll say that one I enjoyed the most. Terminator, probably, yeah. Expendables 4, I don't know if it'll flop. It might not do as well as the others, but I don't know if it'll flop. Because nostalgia is still king. Uh, when you say footage, what do you mean? Like trailers, TV spots, or are you talking about commercials? Because a lot of times I do watch old commercials. I mean, there are entire channels watching of old commercials. A lot of times I do watch a lot of old commercials. I'd love to react to some if they didn't get copyrighted and blocked. I love watching old commercials. Never read Mel Brooks' autobiography. Final Fantasy, the last time I played was Final Fantasy VII way back in the day. Pac-Man or Tetris, I would say Tetris. Well, Steven Seagal, he pissed so many people off here, he had to run away to Russia. Football or soccer, neither. I was more of a basketball guy. Favorite Mel Brooks films, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein. Take care, old school gamer. Thank you. Well, they are making a new Pac-Man movie. Probably because of the success of Sonic. I would choose Maverick. Do you like checkers? Sure. I don't mind checkers. The only Eli Roth film I like is Death Wish. Yeah, I'm open to Sonic 3, because I like the first two. Steven Seagal, do I believe the allegations? Him, I'm more liable to believe that he did stuff compared to other people. I don't really care about the new Mario film. I have no interest. If it proves me wrong, cool. Nah, Kirby is not gonna be with Sonic. Kirby's, I thought that was a Nintendo character. Mall, stores, theme parks, conventions. Hmm, that sounds interesting. Telling making another Godzilla film. Well, I mean, they haven't made a good Godzilla film in a long time, so I can't say I'm that interested. Hey there, Jam. Well, if you get the real voice of Mario, it'd be considered racist. Hard to kill. I go above the law. Tulsa Teen, I'm no interest because I've been burned too many times from Stallone. Do you know Mario and Luigi's last? Yeah, I knew that from the Super Mario Bros. Movie in the 90s. Mighty Samurai, I like his channel. Don't really have any issues with him. I like his channel, Viking Samurai. Tony Hawk, very talented in what he does. Favorite Mario game, either Mario 3 or Super Mario World. Favorite Weird Al song? I don't know. Under Siege 1 or 2, I would go Under Siege. Favorite Seagal film, Out for Justice. Favorite Planet of the Apes movie? I don't really have a favorite. I'm not really big on them. They're okay, the original ones, but I don't really love them. Final Wars was kind of fun in a batshit way, but they put so much stuff that each one didn't have much time to flourish, character wise. I don't watch Chris Up and stuff. Don't care to. 47 Ronin sucked. Willow or Legend? I guess Willow. Uh, Depends, J5, how good you are with heights. Yeah, I would take it. As long as you're fine with heights and you don't get electrocuted. Video Bird, I'd have to see a list of 2000s comedies. I like Kung Pao Enter the Fist. That's a funny one. I like Bad Santa. That's early 2000s. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. That's a fun one. I think that was early 2000s. 2000 was I forget what year. Imperial Toys, never heard of. But I'll probably end it here. Got about 2 hours in. And considering YouTube screwed me up and made me lose half an hour because it wouldn't glitch you. Since YouTube is glitching for half an hour. Otherwise, I would have started this earlier because I do need to get some stuff done. But yeah, if YouTube wasn't glitching for the past half hour, I didn't like the bouncer. The last Van Damme film I liked was probably Six Bullets. But yeah, thank you guys for coming by. Take care. You have a good night, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, with YouTube not glitching as much as it did today. So we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.